Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Jalen Hurts, rough one. We're going to break it down, see exactly what happened. Lock in. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Best way to support the channel and get even more Quarterback School content. I'm really trying to create the environment of what it's like in an NFL quarterback room. So you dig these kind of videos, the nuance, the detail about not only the quarterback position, but high-level offensive and defensive football. If you're interested, hop over there, join, become a member, support the channel. I appreciate it. As for this video, let's get into it. Jalen Hurts. Eagles versus the 49ers, massive game. First play, we're going to miss the tight end up top. Damn. Just one of those things that then leads into kind of a late decision, throw, get our guy smacked. In kind of the first instance of a few of these plays where you just don't quite get what he's seeing. And again, I want to make sure I reiterate, these types of throws at the end, these are dangerous for everybody included. 10 years ago, you're getting on the ambulance. Nowadays, at least they got to strike you supposedly in the chest. But man, this is tough. And I'm not going to tell you, okay, that I know for sure 100% how they read this. But I can tell you that universal football would say that this is a left to right read. Okay, whatever's on the backside here. This is just a simple kind of, do we have the smash here? No. Do we have this here? Yeah, we got to throw it down. We got to throw this. These are not ones where this to me doesn't strike me as like a open closed read. We're going to read down here. We're going to read up there. This looks like a left to right full field read. And there's just no way, if it is a kind of, let's pretend, okay, and we'll play fantasy land here. Let's pretend that this is an open or closed read, where that means if the shell is closed, we're going to come down here and throw this in on what maybe someone could say is dagger. Okay, well then the ball has to go there. If it's a pure progression full field read, then the ball has to go to the corner because you've got all these other things coming to your vision. What I'm saying is you wouldn't start down here and then expect to go right to left. Okay, so we don't have to be in the quarterback room to say, okay, first play, question mark. Maybe they didn't expect to get that. You would hope that a guy who's played as well as Jalen Hurts has over the last few years would see that tight end and let it rip. And again, if it wasn't there, so say you can't see the tight end for whatever reason, Kelsey's beard is in your way. Get through the read. Come down here and throw the in. Backside in. We can hit a backside in. This is just, to me, this a little out of character for Jalen Hurts. Not a great sign. It's a really good pass protection. He's got enough time. And again, kind of the poor cherry on the top here is throwing it late to the check down and getting your check down smacked. So it's all bad. We missed somebody. We missed the backside in. We're late to the check down. Hit hard. Rough start. Next one here, 3rd and 9. It's a really nice play. We're going to go from 2x2 to 3x1. We're going to hit A.J. Brown down here to the bottom on this little shallow fin, whatever you want to call it. Great separation at the top. Brown just playing bully ball. Just get off me. Turns it into a big chunk. Again, they've got some dynamic weapons on the outside. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting it in their hands, letting them do what they do. And the other side of the ball does the exact same thing. Really nice job here from Hurts getting the ball out quickly on the correct guy and then just let the playmakers do their thing down the field. Outstanding job from Brown. So this concept, you see more and more across the league. I really like it. We're going to catch middle field closed, what I'm going to call man, almost like lurky. So to me here, I kind of that slot speed out. Then down here, we're going to get big, separate and win on this kind of short in. This thing happens, in my opinion, 1, because it happens first, to 2, but you're kind of in the same line of vision for the quarterback. So I love concepts like this where it's in your line of vision. But right here, you just got to appreciate these guys. Now that, this is no knock on Jalen Hurts. This guy is a dude. So let him do dude things right here. Bench press this guy off of him and then just come across and go get a first down, and this thing turns into punt return left. It's utilizing your personnel to get an easy first down on 3rd and 9. This should be hard as hell. Again, just love the physical nature at the top of this route. Get off me. Really nice job. And then the acceleration. Damn near takes that thing to the house if he doesn't get grabbed there at the very top. From Hurts, though, you can see in rhythm, back foot hits, ball out, decisive, clean, 1, 2, 3. It's even like a bit of a tweener drop for me. I probably would expect just a straight 3-step here. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the 3-step with the kind of like the shuffle. So 1, 2, 3, and then whatever that is. Okay, a little hybrid-y drop. But the ball, the outcome is outstanding. And really, this little arm right here slows us down just enough that that thing doesn't go to the house. 20 with the Olay. Yo. Big chunk. Next one here is a bit of a bummer. So we're going to get Kelsey'd here with a hot fastball outside. Drop the snap. That, for whatever reason, probably discombobulates us enough where we miss the wide open Seattle or Sale up top. So again, could we catch the snap? Yes. Okay, now, is there anybody better in the league about being in a ready position to catch a snap? No. Jalen knows he's getting heaters back there from 6'2". This snap is just not good enough. Could he catch it? Yes. It can be both. But if there's a percentage on whose air this is, in my opinion, this is on the center. Okay, now the ball's dropped. So now we're kind of off our rhythm. We get it back. You kind of fall into it. I think an easy way to think about this for quarterbacks, if you play the position or want to understand what a drop snap does to you, if you play enough ball, I always think of it as like a bad math equation. So as soon as the ball hits the ground, it's -1. Okay, so we're off the first read. Now that's not universally true, but it's just a good kind of universal ball technique. So if we want to take a shot here on this and it's not there and this is 1, well then let's just come off and work the Sale 2. So you kind of lose that -1, meaning you lose that first read if you can stay in rhythm. Now sometimes you just kind of like, panic and you got to go. Okay, that's what you hope doesn't happen. But if you can get in the world where you can stay in phase, stay in structure with a drop snap, you can see that tight end up top. I mean, that's a big miss, man. That's one of those things. You're kicking field goals early. You're dropping snaps. You're missing big chunks down the field. That's a bummer. That's wide open. Mailbox up. We've missed 2 big shots for tight ends to get big chunks. This is the type of shit where you turn on the film and you're just like, damn, we didn't give ourselves a chance. And it's not just on Hurts. Like, yeah, maybe he could have seen it. You'd love for him to see it. I'd also love the snap to be good. But again, could he stay in phase right here, catch it, take your drop, and throw it? I think he could. And I think if you asked him to do it over again, he probably would expect him to do it. I'm not saying it's easy. It's not fucking easy. Okay, this is not easy game, not easy position. But right there, I felt like he could have. We didn't. Ends up being a throwaway, not the end of the world. Next one here, 3rd and 3. Another beautiful in-breaker down here to the bottom to A.J. Brown. This time a little quick slant, a little 1-2 rub action. Get the number 2 coming out trying to give a little pick. Moving screen to A.J. Brown coming back across. Beautiful ball. Again, turns into almost punt return left again. Now this concept is a cool one because we'll talk about little tricks of the trade here. But we're coming out trying to get a little rub here to then come 2-step back underneath. Okay, that's a really nice job. The thing for the defense here is anytime you get guys at the same level like this, you're almost guaranteed to get picked. In any good offense coordinator is going to come to this immediately. Okay, now the thing about it defensively is they usually have landmarks that they're looking for split-wise, where if you're far enough away from the split, you're not going to run a pick. And this is kind of in that kind of sweet Goldilocks area where like you're just far enough away where you don't think you're going to get a pick, but we can still pick you. Okay, so any tighter here, like these guys tighter or stacked, then you're almost universally going to get one guy press, one guy off, or not on the same level. Okay, but right here, they're just far enough apart where you do get a double press, That's going to equal a pick or a rub, and it's a really nice job. Catch, find the laces, put it on him. Again, just feeding the beast there. Love it. Let him be physical, go win outside, one-on-one, find the matchup you want, drive it, nice throw, good third down conversion. Next one here, 3rd and 6. Now we're going to get a first down here, going down here to the bottom on a little hitch. But for me here, I'm going to talk about not only are we getting our quarterback hit, I also think this is probably the most difficult way to throw hot. So a free runner to the left, we throw hot to the right. Now we get away with it. We have a little hezzy. Okay, but to me, again, I feel like there are very few things I'm on the record for more on this channel than saying the Eagles and their hots don't make a lot of sense to me and have been kind of a blind spot for them for a long time. We've got 5 people in the pass protection unit. They have 6 people at the line of scrimmage, right? There's 3 on each side. The offensive line is going to turn one way or the other. Now we end up throwing the hot right here. I think we get like a wheel or rail right here. If I was going to work this side first, so if this is where we want the ball to go, whatever this side is, 1, I think universally, most quarterbacks would want to slide to the left so that the free runner was right here in your face so you could see how much time you have. What you don't want is the free runner from the backside. You've got to hold on for the ball for whatever reason, and he does right here. He takes a little hesitation and gets smacked in the back. So to me, this is just not sound football. I get that it works here. I'm just saying again that this is not sound football. And the way that I think it works, and this is just, I haven't talked to anybody. I don't care that much to inquire about it. But I would guess that this guy has been around so long that he essentially is like the judge and jury in pass protection. So they have their call. He makes the call wherever he wants. And this guy probably never overrides him or very rarely overrides him. But if you know you want to work over here, 1, I think it's the quarterback's responsibility to say, hey, I want the slide to the left. I'll take my chances. I know who that guy is. I'll take my chances with him in my face. Because none of these players up here look. So there's no hot. We run like a short, quick, but it's going to be tough. So there's no hot options up there. Now, the other thing you could do, Jalen Hurts here, if we're not ready for the ball here, we can throw this rail kind of back shouldery, especially if they're coming from, birds on a fence distance here, trying to run to this. You see Tua do this all the time where you throw this like back shoulder right on and rail bullet. So lots of moving parts here. To me, again, just continue to get exposed with the pass protection hot answers. It's not sound football, and people get hit hard and eventually hurt doing this, in my opinion. We got to have better answers. I'm convinced it won't happen anytime soon, but I'm going to continue to show the evidence of what I think continues to be a blind spot for them. So Kelsey going to the right, they're blocked up to the right. Our free runner is to the left, but our read is to the right. So again, you can see Hurts kind of hezzy. Now he still works. It's still first down, but it's not sound either. Next one here. This is a brutal one for me. Okay, and it's brutal for a lot of people. Quarterback play and the perimeter. This is verse 0 with no pressure, and we can't get anybody to win. Now, maybe A.J. Brown is getting held at the top of this thing, but I would expect the ball to be thrown to at least 3 of the 4 guys running routes, and I would expect someone to win and or not quit on us so our quarterback isn't flopping around. So concept-wise, this is very similar, if not the exact same play as the first play that we showed here when I said ball should go to the corner, to the tight end. Now, it's not the exact same play because it's different formation, but it looks like it's just flipped. Okay, so this is the route. This is the concept. In my opinion, this is 0, so there's nobody back here on defense. You could throw it here, correct read, here, correct read, here, correct read. Either of those 3 would be good decisions. So that to me is on Hurts not throwing the ball. Now, would you expect these guys to win? Yes. Would I expect more separation? Yes. Okay, so on them as well. Then when we go to create here, so we go from nothing burger, someone's got to win. We got to spin out. We got to create space. We can't get held. I don't care about the excuses. I don't care about any of that stuff. it's got to be a combination of things here have to get better. I don't care that it's wet. So to me here, I'd probably throw it to Smith up top in the slot. Just love that kind of route versus zero. He doesn't. Okay. Now, again, are people getting held? Probably. Okay, tough. So he doesn't want to throw any of those. That's his choice. Right here, somebody has to win. Scramble. Get open. You can tell he's pointing to Brown. Get out of that thing and run to the back pylon. Nothing. Sack. So a combination of, we got to win on the perimeter. We got to throw it, Jalen, too. We do. We just got to throw it, give our guy a chance. Got good one-on-ones everywhere. Cannot take a sack. Oh, my goodness. Next one here. This one's a little bit unfortunate because it looks like he's working up top on what I would call a hook by the number 1 and a corner by the number 2. Now, if I was playing this, I would say, man, that looks like a bit of a prayer thrown up there at the end. Now, I would also love for the wide receiver to fight through that corner and get a flag. But if he's looking to the left, and it sure looks like he's looking to the left, right there, you got to throw it to the tight end. 89's wide open. So again, I'm not pretending to have the answers. I'm really not. And I want to make sure I'm clear with that stuff. But, okay, and the film is the film, man. This guy is wide ass open. If it looks like he's looking over here. Now, maybe he's not looking over here. Maybe he's just looking off someone for some reason. Well, if that's the case, if he's just looking off to then work what I'm going to call the corner and the hook right here, to me, neither of those are open and the ball needs to go to the back on time in phase. So none of it makes sense to say, yeah, let's just chuck this up and hope this corner, we can get a PI on this. Because the corner's playing in between. It's not there. It just doesn't, too many plays this game felt forced, muddy, blurry, missed. Again, just play it out. First, watch the tight end down here to the bottom. I mean, that's one of those things where if you're looking down here, you throw that 100% of the time. Now, if you're going to play the hook corner up top, I would say the wide receiver, the number 1 up top, looks tired. That doesn't look like NFL speed to me that I'm familiar with. The ball goes to the check down. That corner up top is getting depth to take away the corner. Just check it down, check down, check down. Instead of chuck, okay, now it's up in the air. Instead of just turning and pedaling and dancing with the corner, you got to put your foot in the ground and go through the corner's face to go get a PI. So again, not one thing, but certainly quarterback-centric here as far as what exactly are we doing, but then we're not getting any help on the perimeter either. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I really do appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for taking the time. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, this group continues to be the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. You know about it. Join, become a member. The link is in the video description. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, these courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep dives on my favorite football topics. We have a course on RPOs, tempos, pass protection. How to Beat Every Coverage is the best-selling course. We even have an entire offensive system available for you. So hop over there and enroll. The link is in the video description. We also have a bunch of free resources available. Check out all those linked in the video description as well. Finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, 1st and 20. We're going to throw a hinge down here to the bottom. I love the anticipation. 5-step, great base, great rhythm. Ball comes out on time. Beautiful throw. Love it. Okay, I thought there were opportunities for this as far as one-on-ones outside the number all night. Really like everything about Hurts' game here. Now, you'd love for this ball to keep him in bounds and be able to turn up and get even more. But I'll pause this thing at the top. 5-step drop, 1 hitch. Ball's out right there. He's already going to throw it. You can see Smith at the bottom, not out of this thing yet. Look at the corner running down there. You think the corner's terrified. Turns and runs. Hit the brakes. And again, ball location, maybe just keep him in bounds and get a couple more yards, get a first down. But that's pretty outstanding. Again, I love the base. Back foot, hit. Tight hitch or reset. Ball's out on time, rhythm, anticipation, accuracy. This is it. It just, for whatever reason, they didn't come back to this. This wasn't the main focus. We couldn't live in this world. Again, you know, I personally would love to be lined up to the left a little bit better, but that's still pretty good rhythm. Tight hitch, all his cleats in the ground, guy right in his lap, drive it, strike. Next one here, 3rd and 11. We're going to be hot again. This time we're able to get the ball out to Brown down here to the bottom. Now again, it's not blocked how I would want to block it, but it doesn't matter, and Brown's able to do Brown things and go bully himself and get a first down. Now I love this play. I'll talk about what I think this play is, but first I want to, again, reiterate, okay? Continue to go on the record. The Pass Pro hot answers ain't it. Okay, so we are sliding right here. Okay, so these three for these three. We're going to go 2 for 2 right here. So these two are blocked, and we're going to be hot right here. So free runner. Now we get a squeeze here, and maybe the widest guy is the free runner. Great. Most people would want to throw hot right here or right here into the hot so you can see it. And again, to me, I think that's on the quarterback to redirect that and control it. Now, maybe they don't let him do that. What do I know? Again, I've already told you that I think this guy runs the show with that stuff, and we don't get overridden very ever, if ever. But right here, up, get the ball out. Great. You know, what is this concept? To me, this is just an iteration of smash. So we get smashed by the 1 and the 2s, like in a mirrored concept. And then the number 3 here, he ends up running a sit. But the way that I think this play is best run is where this is much more of an option or a choice. So much so that the option normally is to take the middle of the field and really split that split safety look. So when you get 2 safeties and it's coverage, you can attack the middle of the field. So oftentimes this choice can run in, out, or sit versus zone. I love this play. And I love it even more when we run jerks off of this thing on the outside. So if you don't get the hitch immediately, you run in. So you've got multiple man runaway opportunities. So it's a hell of a play. I just continue to not love how they're blocking up these empty plays tethered to the reads of the quarterback. And again, I'm not putting it on Kelsey. I'm either putting it on Hurts or the system for not allowing him to do this. Because Kelsey is certainly turning to the left. And again, we get a nice big duel from the right tackle. You can see the free runner away from it. Okay? So it is what it is. It works right here. Next one here, 3rd and 8. We're going to run 2x2, all go hinge on the outside. So 2 hinges. We just showed a great anticipation hinge that Hurts through. This one, I think he just sees this lane open up in front of him and takes off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instead of hitch and throw, he just kind of feels that thing, but it's 3rd and forever, and he can't get there. So for me here, this is a very fine line. And again, when you're dealing with a guy who's this dynamic of an athlete when he's healthy, you know, you got to live in this fine line world. But one-on-one outside, we just hit this. We just made it look easy. We've got both of these guys. Take your pick. Either one is going to be a nice hit. So again, really like the call. It's about that balance or harmony for Hurts in his game, from being able to go, create, run, to just play within the structure of the offense. If he threw that same hinge throw he just threw to either side up top to the number 1s, it's a first down. That's enough space to win. Just throw it. You don't have to go. Only take off when you absolutely got to. That's a bummer. Take a big shot right there, but the throws that are on time, in the structure, in the rhythm of the play are there. Hitch and go. He doesn't even give it a hitch. He hits the back foot and he is running. Now again, I see what he sees as far as the lane, but it's not 3rd and 1. It's 3rd and 8. If anything, get up and reset. So up, reset. But man, just get that thing out on time, in rhythm, outside the numbers. Next one here, 1st and 10. We're going to end up hitting A.J. Brown up top on the in. A little Tampa in. Hurts does a nice job buying time, getting through this read. I think you could probably make the argument that you would love to see him play it a little bit faster and get to him a little bit faster in structure. But no to the right, no, out. And he sees it eventually. It's still open. It's a nice play. But again, you know, I don't know. The part of me just wants him to play it in the structure of the play just a tick quicker, because this is not there down here to the bottom. They Tampa this thing off. The corner's in the way. You know, I don't know what the hell this route is here. It's probably not for me. But this is there. And you would just love to say, hey, yes, maybe we do have to move off our landmark, but stay within the footwork timing of this play. So kind of 1 hitch, 2 hitch, 3 hitch, or kind of 1 hitch, slide, throw. There's just a little bit that felt like we were holding on to the ball here. This is one of those times where we hold on to it. It works. But man, just a little bit quicker, a little bit faster with the vision, a little bit faster connected to the timing of the concept. And I think it could be more consistent as opposed to relying on this type of pass protection. And this is some great pass protection. Hold, 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 drive the ball down the field, big chunk. Next one here, touchdown pass. We're going to end up throwing a touchdown to the slot, Smith in the slot down here to the bottom. This was great coverage from the 49ers. There's nothing there. This is just what Jalen Hurts brings to the table. You know, before people go and get him replaced or want to replace him, there's nothing there. He creates this. He sees, he uses his vision to see 2 on the top right. He's got his back turned. And we talk a lot about this on the channel. You got your back turned. All you're covering is the width of your shoulders. Throw it anywhere over there. Give your guy a chance. There it is, touchdown. But where do you want him to go with the ball? You've got 2 dudes down here to the bottom. They're getting clamped man to man. There's nowhere to go with the ball. Pick a side. You know, maybe up top, if you were working up top, you'd throw it to the number 1 on the under. But that's tight coverage too. They got you. They get paid. They're really good at defense. No, go make a play. Jalen Hurts doing this. Again, now, would you love to see it happen earlier? Sure. But I love the idea of getting in empty, letting him be the playmaker, letting him be creative, letting him create, make plays like this. Yes. Next one here. Now, it's 5 minutes left to go, fourth quarter. We're down a significant amount here. 1st and 10 on the 15. We're playing with anticipation, y'all. We're throwing it to the tight end, the slot down here to the bottom. This is anticipation throw. Can't catch it for him. It's perfectly placed. Again, I don't think there's a lot of guessing going on here. I think this is playing with anticipation. You can see when he lets this thing go to throw it, right there. You can see 85 on the top right. He's not coming out of the break yet. The ball's perfectly thrown away from the near defender. Catch the ball. You can't do it by himself. Now, maybe 53 makes a great play and gets his hand in there and knocks it out. But I love seeing this, competing, accuracy, driving the ball down the field. That's everything except the completion. So it's not like it was a dumpster fire performance from Hurts. Yes, there were some question marks, but he's got the capacity to do this. The guy who's sitting on the sideline has proven he can't do that very consistently. Some clown takes out there recently. Next one here, another example of Jalen Hurts, the playmaker. It looks like he gets confused down here to the bottom. I would guess someone ran the wrong route to the bottom. Usually you don't have guys like the number 2 at the bottom, 85, and number 1 up top running into each other at the exact same depth and location of the field like that. Okay, that doesn't happen up top for the Eagles. Okay, so now we got to go, create. He's able to create, get a completion. Again, Jalen Hurts has proven that he is a great playmaker. I think when you tether it to playing on time, on schedule, a little bit more consistently, especially in games like this where you're going to need big plays that when they pop, we got to take advantage of them. And he can do this. And he ever gets a little bit more healthy or 100%. I mean, this is unique stuff. You don't see a lot of guys going full 360 in the pocket, keeping their eyes downfield. No, make somebody miss. Eyes downfield, not looking to run. There's a lot to like right there. Now, I would also say, okay, and I get that this offensive line has been really good for a long time, but y'all, we got to keep playing. Everybody needs to keep playing. To me, I would hope that whoever's, part of this offensive line, pass protection unit, looks at the effort on a play like this and says, hey guys, our quarterback's still fighting. Our quarterback's not giving up. We can't give up. We can't be walking. Get the fuck out of here. Look at this. Come on. Keep playing. You don't know if he's going to throw it. He might run it. He might put his foot in the ground and cut back. Come on, guys. Come on, man. They're better than that. Again, essentially garbage time here, 3rd and 10. But this is another spectacular play from Hurts, man. Creative, playmaker. There's nothing there. Again, competitive fire. He's still fighting. I still can't quite get over that fucking offensive lineman walking around. Maybe it's just me. And again, hey man, I understand what this unit has been for a long time. I know who's up there playing, but the film is the film. Okay, they got to keep fighting, keep playing. The defensive line is still fighting. Now, we got two mailboxes right here. We got the tight end down here to the bottom, mailbox on the 40. Watch the back come out of the backfield here. Mailbox, double mailbox. Pretty rare to get the double mailbox sighting. Double mailbox, right? You see the arms up, arms up, arms up, arms up, arms up. Pretty awesome job by this guy, competing, playing hard. I can't say the same about everybody, but he's competing. He's not giving up. I love to see it baked into the DNA of a competitor. Just do not give up. Everything you possibly can to fight. Offensive line slightly engaged there. But man, this is sweet from Jalen Hurts. Doing what he does. Compete, compete, compete. Two hands on the ball, protect the ball, make a good decision, use your vision, eyes, look around, nobody, 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 all the way back across the field. Get a block. Never give up. Next one here. This is a tough one for me because to me, this is late. Again, it gets his back hit really hard. You know, these are shots that I hate to see on film, especially multiple times in a game where you're getting your guys hit like this. I think he hesitates here. I would say I don't love the footwork choice either as far as the combo choice. I hate seeing guys get hit like that, man. To me, that's on the quarterback. Now, this is a bit of a funky look. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say is this is not my kind of footwork on this play. This to me is the bones of 4 verticals. Okay, 4 verticals to me is a 3 and a hitch or 3 no hitch if you're going to rip a seam. I've never seen guys play it 5-step and be on time from gun. So that's the first part. Now, the coverage element of this for me is this looks like quarters down here to the bottom and more 2-man-y up top. So combo coverage. So 2-man, and then this linebacker type is going to try to run with the vertical here from the number 3 on the special. So I think you've got 2 good options here if you can ID this coverage. Let it rip right there, one-on-one hole shot. Maybe this wins, like crossing 2. What you don't want to do is come down here and try to work one of these 1-2 into quarters. That's never going to be there. And if you don't like it, okay, you got one-on-one with the back right out of the cut on the check down. The ball goes here. So this to me is one of those ones where this just doesn't look like Jalen Hurts. This doesn't look decisive. This looks a little confusing. This looks muddy. So up top, throw it. Brown, one-on-one, throw it. If you're going to work the special from Smith down here to the bottom on the linebacker, throw it. If you don't like any of it, and I probably wouldn't like any of it, get it to the check down on time. 1, 2, 3, hitch, check down right there. Check down, check down, check down, check down. Now it's late. Smacked. Damn. That's a hit. And it's just another instance of the 49ers bullying these cats in this game. And that's what they did. They were more physical, more violent. Hits like that. Thunder. Last one here, 3rd and 9. This is a rough one for me. Bottom of the screen should be a dagger for a big gain. Again, I'm not faulting Jalen Hurts for seeing what he sees as far as the middle of this thing open up on the pocket here. But there's no reason to go. It's 3rd and 9, bro. Just hit the back foot. Don't be a back foot and run type situation here. Hit your back foot, get up in the pocket, reset, and throw the ball down the field. Like you've proven you can. Just looked out of sorts all game here on some of these drop back. Because this is there. I mean, there's no 2 ways about it, in my opinion. Now, is he running crazy fast at the start? Probably not, but this is there. 3rd and 9. This to me is just dagger. High-low this thing. And this is as open as you will see it on 3rd down in the NFL. Just take your drop, take a hitch, and throw it out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sort of. Throw it. It's there. Dagger versus quarters. You're going to high-low that hook to flat defender or curl to flat defender. I mean, that's open. Open. Throw it. Taking hits, taking sacks, putting a lot of stress on your pass protection unit there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, kind of a tweener drop. 1, 2, 3, shuffle. Not my favorite. Back foot all over the place, moving. Now we're running. And it's open downfield. Bummer. So that is a wrap. Jalen Hurts, the Eagles, a rough one across the board. Jalen Hurts not playing his best football. Doesn't look quite like he's 100% as far as how he's moving around. Obviously, a bit of a bog, wet field, excuses galore, whatever. I thought he still made a number of plays. I thought he still showcased his ability to throw the ball, all those types of things. Now, did he get as much help as he normally does as far as on the perimeter creating space? No. The Niners did a great job. They were the more violent team. They won the line of scrimmage. They were physical on the perimeter. They condensed and made a lot of sticky coverage out there where there were tight throws. But I felt like Jalen could have thrown the ball a little bit more down the field. There were times where there were opportunities to play within the structure of the call, and he just didn't for whatever reason. Probably multiple variables about why. But again, you see this matchup again later. I think you look at the film and realize, man, we had some missed opportunities if we're an Eagles offensive unit to go out there and score. And you missed some opportunities early. You magnified some later missed opportunities. All those things compounded into a bit of a beatdown. So unfortunate, no doubt about it. Not their best game. We'll see what it looks like moving forward. You would imagine it would get better quickly. But for Jalen Hurts, I just felt like there was this kind of sweet spot in this game where he could have made some plays in time, on structure, in rhythm, all those types of things to make life easier for him and his team. It didn't work. I would expect it to work the next time they play. We'll see. Hopefully it works so that it's a better game. That's for sure. Either way, thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.